Today we're going to talk about what you can do to increase your sales during the slow holiday times. Welcome to Flipping and Punching, and today we're going to talk about what you guys can do during those slow holiday times to increase your sales and what we actually did. We're going to talk about what we implemented this week, and man, we have a ton of sales. I think we got like 28 orders going out. We're actually pulling these about 2 days earlier than what we normally do because we need to get these out so we don't get overwhelmed come beginning of the week. And look at my poor dog. My poor dog had to go to the vet yesterday. Look at her face. Hi, Blue. Say hi. Say hi. She went in for a checkup and they found a little lump on the side of her leg, and she had an incident last year which was cancerous on her back, so just to be safe we had it removed. So hopefully she's good. It was really small, but we caught it early. Hopefully it's nothing to be worried about, but this face though, look at her face again. Say, poor baby. We'll talk more about the holiday here, but let's pull this first order. So we're starting off with a banger right off the bat. We sold a Disney pin, and I couldn't believe what this sold for. What we sold here is actually a pin from the Disney legal department. You had to work in the Disney legal department to get this. It's a vintage pin. This is why we say knowledge is power. Someone has one of these listed on eBay for $199, and I was looking up, I could not find any comps on this. So I used WorthPoint, went back, and this thing actually sold for $147. I think around 2020 or 2023, I can't remember. So I listed on eBay for $159.99. Someone sent me an offer for 80 bucks and sent them a message, hey, I can't sell that, for that low. I'm willing to work with you because it was a repeat buyer of mine. And I let them know, say, hey, recently the last comp on this item was actually 150 bucks. They had no idea. I sent them a screenshot of the WorthPoint and I said, hey, I'm willing to work with you as long as you have a fair offer. And they countered me at 135 bucks and I sold it. So I got $135 plus shipping. So for those that think that WorthPoint's not worth it, if it wasn't for WorthPoint, I would not have made the sale for what I did. I would have took the offer for 80 bucks. I probably would have listed for around 200 bucks like the last person has on eBay. Someone just sent me an offer for 80 bucks. I probably would have countered at 100 and probably would have sold around 80 to 100 bucks. But because I had WorthPoint, I ended up selling this for 135 bucks plus shipping. All right, next time we sold is actually over here in D3. We sold a Florida State shirt, and we actually sold this on Whatnot. Once again, we're selling on the static marketplace. If you guys don't know, Whatnot has a marketplace just like eBay where you just don't have to go live. You just set it and forget it. And we've been selling stuff weekly now on this. A big part of that is because we have been cross-listing with Vendoo. Vendoo does have a beta version to allow you to cross-list your items to Whatnot, which is awesome. So highly recommend. If you guys want to get on Whatnot and try it out, not go live, definitely start listing on the marketplace. All right, so here's actually the shirt. Florida State shirt. We actually had this listed for $34.99. Buyer sent me an offer on this, so I ended up selling that for $27.99 plus shipping. I got this at the Flea Across Florida when I was with ADH Dave and Death Pile Picker, and I paid probably like $4 for it. So I got $4 into $27.99. We sold a bunch of wrestling figures, so let's pull, I think it was like 3 total, so let's pull those. All right, so here are the 3 wrestling figures we sold. Let's start with this one here. The Scott Hall, this is one of my favorites. NWO. This is from WCW Toy Biz. That's when he was wearing the fake Sting mask at one point in time, but very cool figures, man. I'm a big fan of these, especially as a kid growing up. The set's awesome. DDP, Sting, Macho Man, Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, the Giant, Rey Mysterio Jr., and Lex Luger. Had that listed for, I think, $34.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 25 bucks, and we accepted. So I got $25 plus shipping. We sold this Jimmy Hart. Now, this one's in excellent condition. This is from 1994. This is the WCW version of the LJN figures, even though they're slightly smaller and not as good quality as the other ones, but great condition here. All these came from that private pick I did for the wrestling figures. You'll see that video here soon, but I got $39.99 plus shipping for that. And then the last one is the Heartbreak Kid flashback. This looks like his WrestleMania outfit from back in the early 90s. Heartbreak Kid. If you guys don't know, felt like I was getting attacked by monster birds at one point. Same. Shawn Michaels Elite figure. If you guys don't know, Elite figures, you bring a premium. I end up getting $39.99 plus shipping for that. We ended up paying a total, I think, like $1,150 for everything we got there. We got like belts and a lot of other stuff, so we're gonna do really good in this lot. All right, so let's talk about sales. Now, there's certain holidays where you can do nothing wrong, like Christmas time. I mean, you can throw crap against the wall and it's gonna sell. because everyone is out there shopping, looking to buy things. But there's other holidays you guys need to be very strategic with. And I'm talking about like the holidays that people celebrate outside, where you're supposed to be out at barbecues, out having fun, Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July. These are holidays typically are a little bit slower sales days. And part of the reason for that is because people are outside doing things, watching fireworks, having fun. It's not like Thanksgiving where people are sitting at home with the family, sitting around for a couple hours on their phone, messing around. No, 4th of July, they're out having a good time at barbecues, hanging out with family, having some drinks, soaking in the sun. One thing I always do is look at my calendar to see what's happening that month, any big holidays, any big events, so I can plan accordingly for these. What I like to do is, I always like to do a holiday sale, but I like to start the holiday sale about 48 hours before the holiday starts. I always like to have my sale end like midnight on that holiday. And a big reason for that is a lot of people take off a day before the holiday because they're gonna travel with their family and do things. A lot of people like to take long weekends or take extended their holiday break. So the reason why I like to do it 48 hours before the holiday, because a lot of people are taking off the day before the holiday. So they're gonna be around doing stuff. If you can put up some good deals for them, you can make some extra sales. Same thing if you guys are in a corporate setting with like the marketing team, they're gonna look at last year's sales, see what days are really slow for them, what holidays are really slow, and then they're gonna create a marketing campaign that holiday coming up. That way they can try to counter any slow sales they may have countered in the previous years. One thing you guys should implement and should do for your business is keep track of what your sales are from the previous year. So you guys can do it by the month. You guys can do, like what I would recommend do is keep a notebook. You guys have maybe a list of all your months that you did the previous year. Also have a list of like major holidays or major events, because that way you can start anticipating, see where your sales were the previous year compared to this year, and see what you guys may need to implement or change for your business to try to counter that. Let's pull a couple more and we'll talk more about this. All right, next time we saw some flowers. These are actually the flowers I put in Chanel boxes. A lot of people actually buy them for crafting. This is what they look like. I sell these in lots of 4. All right, so we sold 3 lots of 4 of those for 45 bucks. I had it listed for, I think it was running, it's running a discount in the store, and I had it listed for $19.99 with the sale price. And they ended up, someone sent me an offer for 15 bucks for a pair, but they want 3 of them, so that's fine with me. I paid $1 a piece for those, so I had 12 bucks into it. We took 12 and turned it into 45, so I'm happy with that. I got 45 bucks plus shipping on those. Next sale is we actually had a Macari sale. Now this is actually for a baseball glove. Here it is, Rollins glove right here. Picked this up at a yard sale. I don't know if I paid $1 or 5 bucks. I know I didn't pay more than 5 bucks. We ended up selling this for $24.99 plus shipping. And that was listed on Macari, cross-listed with Vendoo. So the cross-listing is paying off, guys. I keep telling you, if you guys want to expand your business without hiring anyone, you guys need a cross-list. But I will say cross-listing is not for everyone. So don't think that you have to, but it is important for your business. If you guys do want to try it, I got a link down in the description down below. You guys can try it out for free. Now this is great, especially when the holiday ends in like the middle of the week, because a lot of people take the extra days off. So what I did was I ran a sale in my store. Since the holiday fell on a Thursday this year, one of the things I like to implement is 2 days before the sale, I ran a sale for 40 hours, including, so I started the sale on Tuesday, went through Tuesday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday, ended on the holiday at midnight. The reason why I did that here is because I know everyone's gonna take Friday off because this is being a long extended day. And on Friday, I know bigger offers, everybody. Get the time frame in there for a short sale, so it pushes people to watch it, pushes people maybe to buy something because the sale is about to end. I mean, I think we did like $700 in sales, which is great, you know, for this little sale that we did. Typically, the middle of the week has been really slow for us the last couple of weeks, so this was a big push for us, which is great. Based on how long the things are in my store, I put a 10% sale off if it was above 31 days, but under 60. Anything from 60 to 90, I did 15%. Anything over 90 days, I did 20%. Now, just a little note here, what I've been doing though too is every day I've been going in there, I've been ending in some of my old listings that have been up for more than 4 or 5 months in my store. I try to do about 10 a day. I've been selling similar on eBay and adjusting the price on those, adjusting whatever I need to adjust, the picture, the pricing, the shipping. And so I've been doing that as well. So that also has been helping. You know, the market does change, especially when you're dealing with collectibles and like comic books and like sports cards, video game stuff. That stuff fluctuates. And it can fluctuate every couple weeks, every month. When you have items up for 4 or 5 months not selling, you may need to adjust your price to where the market value is at to get those items to sell. But it's okay because you make your money in the buy, not the sell. So I did that just to get people going here. Let's pull a couple more orders and I'll tell you guys what I did for the second half of this sale. All right, next time we sold is actually a Nintendo Wii game. This sold with my 20% discount in my store. If you guys don't know, the Michael Jackson Experience for the Wii is actually a good game to pick up. These usually go for about 20-25 bucks. There is one that has, there's one that actually comes with a Michael Jackson glove that brings a premium. This one is not. We had this listed for $19.99, end up selling for, with a discount for $15.99 plus shipping. All right, so I recently did this amazing CD pickup at a garage sale. The video's not out yet. You'll see that here in the near future. But first and foremost, I'll say, it goes to show you, even when there's other pickers there going through, they're gonna miss things. I got this yard sale, and I saw someone walking off with a giant stack of CDs. Come to find out from the owner of the house, he told me that that guy was there in the morning, cleared out like all his toys, a bunch of CDs, came back to buy a ton of CDs. I ended up buying a stack of CDs off him for like 30 bucks that he missed, a bunch of punk, bunch of other stuff, and I'm gonna make an absolute killing on it. So don't get discouraged if you see other pickers there, because people don't pick or know what you know sometimes. All right, next we sold 4 CDs, and this is where customer service goes above and beyond. This is something you guys should do customer service wise to really help increase your sales. All right, so Black Flag damage for $20. So Black Flag the first 4 years for $20. So a Black Flag loose nut for $20. And this is what I want to talk about. I sold this one for 30 bucks, but let me explain why. Buyer reached out to me, asked about combined shipping. He wanted to buy 3 of the CDs. I had them listed for $24.99. Sent me an offer for 20 bucks on all 3 of those. Said, no problem, I'll combine shipping. I then sent him an email saying, hey, I have a bunch of other CDs listed that you may like. I have some more Black Flag CDs. Let me know if there's anything you want. We'll work out a deal, and I'll give you free shipping to anything you add additional. Buyer sent me a message saying, hey, I'm interested in the Black Flag CD. You have it listed for $39.99. I'll be a buy around 30 bucks because he's already bought 3 other CDs for me. And because I sent that message, I'm going to make an additional 30 bucks. I paid $30 for all the CDs. So just sending that one email, reaching out to the buyer, let him know other stuff you have and you're willing to make more deals, and he'll get free shipping on top of the CD he wants. Why not? It's a no-brainer. So don't be afraid to do that, especially if a buyer's buying multiple items and you have similar stuff in your store. We end up getting 30 bucks plus shipping. All together, that buyer spent $90 on those CDs, and I got those plus another like 60 or 70 CDs for 30 bucks altogether. So I tripled my money already just on those 4 CDs. As I mentioned earlier, so I ran that two-day sale, the 10, 15, 20% off sale. That ends at midnight on the night of the holiday. I knew that it was gonna be an extended weekend because a lot of people, since the holiday fell on a Thursday, they're gonna take Friday off. So what I did on Friday is I woke up Friday morning and I had like 75 to 100 watchers on my items. If the item was 30 days or sooner, I was sending out offers during the sale. But when the sale is going on, I don't send out offers, anything additional on top. I wait for the sale to end. One last offer the following day, anywhere from like 25 to 30 to 40% off, depending on how long the item's in my store. I just want to move it. And that helps me get additional sales. So I'm very strategic about it, especially when you have these slow times. You guys got to plan ahead. It's a good way for you to try to counter these slower days that you know are gonna not be the best. All right, we sold a DVD. Oh, someone's interrupting me, as always. You need to go out? Well, you need to go out. Look at your tail. You need to go out. I sold this DVD. This is a Ring of Honor DVD, brand new sealed. Got this in a massive lot about over a year ago. Getting down the last ones. I don't really discount these heavily because they don't take up a lot of room and they still sell. I mean, I sell a couple a week. So this is a Ring of Honor War Worlds. This is brand new sealed. Jay Lethal when he was in the heavyweight championship match. So it's Chris Daniels versus Jay Lethal versus Cody Rhodes. You guys don't know I'm trained by Jay Lethal. You have the Young Bucks on here. You have the Briscoes and Bully Ray, Will Ospreay. I mean, a lot of great talent on here. Had this listed for $29.99 with the discount in my store for the holiday sale. It sold for $23.99 plus shipping. All right, this next time I sold another DVD, but this goes right with my philosophy of sending out bigger offers once the sale ends. We sold another wrestling DVD. This is Ring of Honor's 12th anniversary. You got Kevin Owens on there. You got Adam Cole, Jay Lethal, AJ Styles, first time in Ring of Honor wrestling. So I had this as a brand new sealed. I had this listed for $29.99. Sent out an offer for 10 bucks off at $19.99, and the buyer accepted, so at $19.99 plus shipping. When I was at the flea market, probably about maybe almost a year ago, with Dave, ADH Dave, and Philly Flipper, I came across this guy who had this massive lot of patches. Now, if you guys don't know, patches that can sell really, really well. So you get them cheap enough, especially in big lots, you can really make some good money. There's tons of sports stuff in the 70s and 80s. I knew that there's value in there because I sold with sports patches in the past, but I did come across these in there, and I actually put a big discount on this, and just to move them. These are ET patches, big lot of them here. Had those listed, I think, for either $59.99 or $49.99, and buyers sent me an offer for 30 bucks, and I accepted. So I got 30 bucks plus shipping. I've already made my money back. We made hundreds so far of this lot, so this is pure profit, and they've sent there for a while, so any reasonable offer I would have took it. So got 30 bucks plus shipping. There may be 20 plus, maybe, I don't know, maybe more than that, maybe more than 20 patches. So he's getting a great deal. They're paying less, probably around $1 a piece, or a little bit more than $1 a piece for these. Look at her with her big donut on her head. I can't. All right, let's talk about the bad thing about running a sale. I have a tendency to do this maybe a couple times a year by accident. When you run a sale, you can actually go through and actually exclude items. Every once in a while, I go through, there's certain items I don't want to discount because maybe you have too much money into them, or you know that they're gonna sell, but there's just a long tail item that you will get that money. You just have to find the right buyer. And there's certain items that, like this one right here, I paid too much for it. One time I bought these, the Mario movie was coming out and all the Mario stuff was going super high. So this was a special edition Super Mario Brothers 25th anniversary Nintendo DS. Had this listed I think for $89.99. With the sale it came out to like $71 plus shipping. I think I ended up having like 60 bucks into it. I'm not losing money. The reason why I had to pay up for this one because I did a massive buy. Sometimes you have to give a little, take a little. So he gave me discounts on other stuff. I paid what he was asking for this so that I can make this bigger deal. So just be careful when you do run sales. Make sure you double check everything that you put in your sale that you don't accidentally list an item on your for sale that you don't want for sale. Either way, I'm moving this. Got $71 plus shipping. Blue, you sunbathing, girl? Are you sunbathing? Are you sunbathing? Oh, poor baby. Hey, Willow. Next time we saw is a die-cast car. This is actually one of those Richard Petty cars. I got this one, was up at the 100-mile sale up in Virginia with a common little picker. We came across two of these at a sale and we ended up splitting them. Can't really see, it's in a box. Paid 25 bucks for this, ended up selling it for $89.99 plus shipping. As you know, I've been doing Operation CSO here. I really haven't been doing a lot of it lately, but I started to go through my personal collection, some items, and I just have too many items I can't display. So I want to pass this on to other collectors out there. So a couple items I'm actually, which is sad, and I'll tell you why in a second. But I'm gonna get rid of some of my UFC figures. I got a Tito Ortiz, it's a collector's edition. This is limited to 500. And Royce Gracie. If you guys don't know, he is the father of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Pretty much one of the most famous people of all time. Fought at UFC 1, won UFC 1. I am a massive fight fan. One of my favorite pastimes is growing up is watching boxing with my dad. He's a big boxing fan. And then when the UFC came around, we used to watch UFC together. I was always a big pro wrestling fan growing up, but for a while there, I was huge into mixed martial arts and boxing. I used to be director of marketing for a company called XFC. We had a TV contract with Mark Cuban's HD Net time, which is now Access TV. So I was on tour for a little bit, toured through like the Southeast, went over to Europe. We did a bunch of fights. It was a lot of fun. I mean, let me tell you, it was like one of my dream jobs to have. Unfortunately, the company got sold off to a company in Brazil, and that was the end of it. I may be still doing that too. I would still work in the industry if I could, but you know what? Sometimes things fall the way they fall. Everything works out for the way it's supposed to. So I'm starting to sell off some of my things, some of my mixed martial arts figures. I used to train jiu-jitsu myself, compete in some tournaments. So the Royce Gracie one was kind of near and dear to my heart, but the box is getting a slight yellow to it, which happens to plastic over time, and I think it's just ready to go before it turns colors. But plus it sells for like 80 to 100 bucks. So here's a bolo for you guys. If you guys come across the UFC round 5 figures, pick them up. They usually sell really well. All right, next time we sold is actually a Ninja Turtles action figure. These ones, when the movie came out around 2005, 2006, guys, be on the lookout for these. These all bring a premium. I sold the Ninja Turtle set for like 250 bucks, I think. And this one we end up getting, I had this listed for $49.99. Starting to be real aggressive with my offers following the sale. I sent an offer for $29.99 and buy accepted. We got $29.99 plus shipping. I paid a total of $90 for a bunch of these at the flea market. I've already sold the Ninja Turtles for 250 bucks. I'm well into the profits, so this is pure profit. All right, so we sold a bunch of graphic novels and a strategy guide. X-Men, we paid less than $1 for this. X-Men, Fantastic Four versus X-Men. We end up having listed for $14.99, sent an offer for $12.99, buy accepted. Warhammer the Empire, once again, less than $1 in this. We got $15.99 plus shipping. You guys don't know, Wolverine stuff is super hot because the new Deadpool movie is coming out middle of July. I think like 17th or 19th. Hugh Jackman Wolverine is going to be in the movie. Going to have a big part in the movie. So Wolverine, X-Men stuff is hot. They have this for like $13.99. Send an offer of like $9.99. Buyer accepted, so we at $9.99 plus shipping. If you guys have any X-Men stuff, Wolverine stuff, get it listed ASAP. Deadpool stuff. The anticipation leading up to a movie is usually the best time to sell, because if the movie comes out as a bust, a lot of people are going to buy the merchandise. So that's why you always want to move your items when the hype is building up to it. You know, when the trailer drops, you know, that's usually when they have the highest hype for these things. Now, I'm not gonna lie when I say this, probably one of my biggest pet peeves about running these big sales is that people still send me offers on my items, even when the item's like 20% off. So I may have an item listed for $100 with a 20% off discount, it's 80, and they're gonna send me an offer for 20% off top of that. I just hate when that happens, but this is one of those cases where this happened. I had this listed for, I think, for $49.99. Really cool special edition Star Wars collector's pin from 2005. Had this up with a 20% discount, so the buyer could have got this for $39.99. They sent me an offer for $30. Sent them a message with a counter saying, hey, listen, I'm willing to work with you, but the item's already on a 20% discount that just started an hour ago. So I sent them an offer for $37.99, took additional $2 off, and they accepted it at $37.99 plus shipping. Don't be afraid to do that. If someone sends you a lowball offer once you already have a sale, reach out to them, let them know the item's already on sale. A lot of people may not look at it that way, that the item's discounted. So I just say, hey, listen, the item's already on 20% sale. I'm willing to work with you. That's why I stress customer service goes a long way, guys. So make sure you guys are giving the best customer service possible and treat your customers right. They will come back and be repeat buyers. Next time we saw is a pair of jeans from 7 All Mankind. This is what they look like. 7 for All Mankind is a decent pair of pants. They're a little bit slower selling, but I used to sell a bunch of these back in the day. Had this listed for $34.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $25. I accepted. So I got $25 plus shipping. Most of my jeans I don't spend more than like $5 on. So if I can turn 5 into like 25, I'll do it all day long. One thing you guys gotta watch out too for is if you guys do your discount based on how long an item's up in the store, be very careful for multi-quantity orders. That's what happened to me in this one. I had these Chanel cleaning kits up. Yeah, I had them listed up, I think, for like $19.99, something in that ballpark with the discount. Because they're international, the percentages worked a little bit different to the exchange rate, but they came out to like $15, $19 a piece. And they bought 5 of them though. So I probably had no more than like $20 into these, to be honest with you. So I'm fine with that, but just be careful when you have multi-quantity listings up. You know, it will put a discount on every single item. So if you have like small margins, but you have a lot of them, be careful. But we got $75 plus shipping for these 5. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'm gonna be doing a whatnot tonight, Wednesday night. It's gonna be a Disney blowout sale. I'm gonna go start at 7 p.m. And I think ADH Dave is gonna follow me with a Disney show right after, so I'll be rating him. If you guys aren't a member of Whatnot, I put a link down in the description down below. Sign up, you guys get $15 just for signing up. You guys don't have to buy anything from me, but come and hang out, let's have fun. We'll talk, answer questions you have. But until next time, guys, make sure you guys keep picking. Oh, wrong channel. Until next time, guys, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.